All right, welcome to a Wednesday. We've got rain in the forecast today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a winter storm warning in the mountains that goes into effect in the next few minutes here, and it'll stay in effect for the next 24 hours. We're going to get a bunch of snow up there. We're going to get some rain around here, and not just a one and done. We got a follow-up system on Friday and a little bit into Saturday. Why are we looking at the Sutter Buttes? Because when I grew up in Butte County, up in the foothills, up in Paradise, and you'd look down off the valley, off the hill. We were at about 2,000 feet, and you would see this island. It's the Sutter Buttes are like an island in the northern part of the Sacramento Valley, or the kind of north central part of the Sacramento Valley. They come up to about 2,000 feet. They're 10 miles around. A lot of it's private, but you can visit. There's a park there that you can access, and I think there's some mountain biking and hiking that can be done. But it was weird. I looked at them every day my whole life, and always kind of like, sometimes it'd snow. They'd get snow on the mountains back in the 70s. I remember seeing snow on top of the peaks. They're 2,000 feet, so it would make sense they'd get snow. And also the Sutter Buttes sort of focus. You know how the valley kind of lines up as like a lens? If you're looking northbound, it's ringed by the coastal range and the Cascade Range and parts of the Sierra Nevada. It kind of focuses. The severe weather up there is not unusual because of that funneling of the energy and that flatness. So F1 tornadoes, funnel clouds, microbursts, you name it. And so we used to see some really cool stuff. So I've never been to the Sutter Buttes. I've driven by them, but never been. They're named for John Sutter. They were named, the little town of Sutter is very close to the Sutter Buttes. The buttes are, like I said, up to 10,000 feet high, or 2,000 feet high. And they're considered to be the smallest mountain range in the world. Now, really? Really? Because I remember thinking, as a kid, I was like, seriously, something in Butte County or in the northern part of the state that is basically vacant is the smallest of something. So what I found out was that may not be the case. In other words, a mountain range is sort of subjective. The way they define it is geologists classify a mountain range as a landform that rises at least 1,000 feet. So we got that above its surrounding area. A mountain range is a series or chain of mountains that are close together. It's a series of mountains or hills arranged in a line connected by high ground. So as it turns out, geologists don't measure mountain ranges. So this is sort of more like, from what I'm reading, it feels like this might be more of a real estate sales thing. Like, okay, move, in the early days when they were settling the Central Valley, that was the world's smallest mountain range, because there really is, it's not really quantifiable from what I can tell. I'm going with it. I'm saying it's the world's smallest mountain range, but I don't know. Let's take a peek here. I got another shot of it. You can kind of see it. So there were volcanoes, dormant volcanoes, many, many millions of years ago. And you can kind of see it. And it's an island. It would be fun to I'm going to go out there sometime. I think it'd be an interesting time to go, especially in the spring. You get some wildflowers. It turns out Gabriel Moraga was the first guy to see them, or English, European, Spanish. And that was in 1806. So there you go. There you have it. Let's see what else we can talk about. Oh, we got weather to talk about. The plan here for the next few days is going to be scattered showers as we go into Wednesday night and afternoon, and then overnight. We'll get to the model, but you can see the winter storm warning. That is represented in pink here, and then it runs all the way up the Sierra Nevada into the Cascade Range, and then along the coast, a small craft advisory. This website is really all you need. This is the National Weather Service out of Monterey. This website is money. It's got everything. A lot of the stuff I'm going to show you here today comes from this website, as does this image. This is the visible satellite image. And what can we pick out? Well, we see the clouds coming in. The other thing that's cool about visible is you can see texture. See the shadow on that? So that's a cell. That's something that could produce some rain. Most of this in here is just kind of you can see through it. There's no texture. There's no shadowing. But when you get into here, you're looking at some bumps. That's where the dynamics are. That's probably where the rain is. And that's showing up here in the next few hours or so. And these are cool up here. Those look like roll clouds. When you get the air blowing across the mountain range at perpendicular, it creates kind of a roll of clouds. It's the upper part of the cloud is being pushed by the stronger winds. The lower part is being drugged by friction, and so it starts to roll, and you get these cool signatures. You also see kind of roll clouds here as well. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's go out to the beach because we can, and I can't today. I don't want to today, even though it doesn't look bad. Ocean Beach is going to be about pretty good size today, 8 to 10 feet. It doesn't look that big. Winds are slightly onshore. Swell stays about the same, doesn't get out of control. But one of the reasons I love these Surfline cameras is because I don't see raindrops, but literally, I got a radar and everything. I pay for it, but this bad boy, you pull this up and you can see, well, first of all, I can tell it's a great highway open. Looks like it's open to me because of the sand. But also you can see raindrops on the lens of the camera when it's raining. Sometimes you pick up rain out there and the radar won't because this might be rain or drizzle that's underneath the cam. We go up to the mountains just because we're checking on them. I know a lot of folks are working their way that way, watching cars drive. It'd be fun to see somebody you know. I wish I should probably figure out where this camera is. And then when you go by, I just throw up a wave or something. Or maybe hang your butt out the window or something. I don't know. I'm not 18, but if I was 18, I'd hang my butt out the window as I went by. That's an interesting idea. Okay. So what else we got? Oh, yeah. Here comes the model. This is what you want to see, and we can toggle it through. Here we are at 12. It's the 12Z run, and it's 15Z. So we are about 10 a.m. this morning, and let's move it forward. And you can see where the showers are. And that's really interesting because it's not far from where I picked up that texture in the satellite image. So you can do this all on your own. This is not, it's meteorology is complex, but if you just do some reps with it, you'll start to see patterns develop. You go, oh, that's what that is. Okay. So here we are at Wednesday afternoon. And you see the showers. This model's got the showers kind of slowly coming in. So the afternoon commute, kind of dry. Today's going to be about clouds and increasing moisture fields, but not really about heavy rain. This is tonight at about 8 o'clock. This is 11 o'clock tonight. So the showers, the rain really doesn't get here till about 11 o'clock tonight based on this GFS run, which we'll update. And then it's out of here by Thursday morning. And then Thursday mid-morning. Thursday looks like a pretty all right day. So then we just went through Thursday. Now we're into Friday morning. Friday, this is this system. You see it lined up. You see the bullseye on it. Can you see that kind of like a target? That's the center of the low. That's the energy, and it's drifting south down the coast, south and east. And right now at 21Z Friday afternoon, it brings the showers right in. And this is like Friday. Yeah, this is Friday, dead on 5 o'clock. And that's when it's raining. So interestingly enough, Friday looks like it might be kind of like today. Tomorrow, they might be similar in that these systems get here later in the day. So today is kind of like it is until the rain gets here around 5. And then tomorrow might do the same thing. And with that, you're going to see, the afternoon commute's somewhat impacted, but not a complete washout. Here we are, 12Z on Saturday, and it's sort of lingering. So there's your Saturday morning. See, there's Saturday mid-morning. There's Saturday around lunch. So, Saturday's funny, man. South Bay is going to be a little wetter, but you get the idea. So Saturday, here's the deal with Saturday. Saturday's going to be one of those days you're going to get some stuff in, but you're going to also be kind of like today. Yeah, kind of like today and kind of like tomorrow, where you're going to be kind of, oh geez. But I think these are not going to be shouldn't be major rain producers, but they could if that low stalls out or comes further east or west, pardon me. So there's 12, and Sunday looks like a pretty darn nice day. So there you go. There you have it. Let's take a peek at the 5-day forecast. I think I put this together last night. And there you have it. Looks like that makes sense. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning with showers likely. And then we can go here. Let me do this thing here and go back to the radar. This is that radar. I pay for this only because radar is my life. It's because I tell you a little thing about radar. First of all, the beam goes out. So right now we're on the DAX site, which is Sacramento. Then this is up in Red Bluff. You see that site's picking up more. Radar goes out. I feel pretty comfortable with radar out to about 200 miles, 250 miles. Depends where the radar's installation is. But you can see the heavier showers up north. This is up in Humboldt. That's the system we're waiting to come down to move in our direction. But radar is, so I'm going to go to the DAX radar, which is Sacramento. Let's go to MUX, which is Santa Cruz Mountains, which is up on Mount Hmmmmm. And this is all live data, which is money. And you can see it's picking up some moisture. And these, okay, so you're going, hey, what's going on here, right? That's the wind farm out in Alviso, right? That's the wind, the turbines turn. And when they turn, they stir up dust, bugs, you name it, and they create reflectivity for the radar to hit. So that's when you see these bright areas and you know it's not raining. I'm not sure what this is here, but when you know it's not raining, it's most likely those the windmills, which go up high, up over 200 feet to the top of the hub of the windmill. And there's also that wind farm out in Rio Vista. So kind of know what's going on today. You know more about the Sutter Buttes. It's interesting. Smallest mountain range in the world. I've always kind of been like, really? Because I feel like you could go somewhere in Afghanistan and find a lump of rocks that are connected with high ground. But let's do it. Let's go with it. Let's roll with it. And since no one's checking our work, we're going to go with smallest mountain range in the world, Sutter Buttes. All right. Thanks for joining me today. The rain's going to be beneficial and not disastrous. And let's enjoy it while it lasts. Because, boy, we definitely are stoked to be getting rain this late in the season. Not late, but this is the time of year you want to get rain. And the mountain snow, I didn't mention that, up to a couple feet of snow. So winter storm warning goes into effect right now, stays in effect through tomorrow morning, and we'll go back into effect as we go into Friday. I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Have a nice day.